Okay, so last night you got an email with a link to our Calamity Day website. So since some people are really good with Google and some people haven't used it all that much, I thought I'd really quickly kind of run through how to do this. And certainly if you have any questions that I don't cover in this, by all means, I'm sure you can find a colleague that knows a little bit about Google, or probably more than I do, or certainly Ryan or myself. So what you're going to do is you're going to go into your Google Mail and you're going to click on the link that he provided you, which it'll take you to a page that looks just like this. And as you can see, he's already set up, the basic page. It doesn't have a whole lot of bells and whistles, but at this point, our assignments and the page doesn't really have to. It just needs to serve an immediate purpose, in which case, these are all the pages of the teams, and I made an example page. And how you're going to edit it is down at the bottom, you'll see a little sign in. All you have to do is click it, and you'll know that you can edit because this little page, this little pen will pop up. In which case, I'll go to my example page, and you would click on your team page. And initially mine was blank, but say I wanted to add something or type something in, I would click on the little pen which says edit page, and I can add whatever information I would like. So if I wanted to help if I could spell right today, if I wanted to type my title, or if I wanted to add information. And a lot of this looks just like Microsoft Word. You can change the font as well as the color, the text, the size of the font, if you want it centered or off to the side, in which case I would just keep it as simple as possible, in which case, since you've got team pages, it might be helpful to basically put your name and then Calamity Day Assignment 1, brief directions, Calamity Day Assignment number 2, and then number 3. In which case, if you're going to upload documents, I would name them by your last name, because ultimately you're going to have a page with multiple people's names on here, and it'll put all the files down at the bottom. So if you name the file with your name in it, it'll put everything in alphabetical order, and I'll show you. So for example, I wanted to add a file. I've already made a worksheet for my Calamity Day, so I'm going to go to my desktop, and I named it my first name and then Calamity Day Assignment 1, just to make it clear to the kids that this is the first assignment they're going to do. And if there's multiple people putting multiple documents on their page, if I put my name in front of it, it'll automatically put it in alphabetical order and sort of chunk all of mine together. So my third assignment, again, it's got my last name, Calamity Day Assignment number 3. So I click open, and it'll upload it. Yep, I want to reload this page. And so wait. There we go. And then it pops up right here. And so the kids have the option to download it and view it if they want. So this is kind of what I mean by all the assignments will be put at the bottom. So if you keep adding, so for example, if Mr. Brown wants to add assignments, it would really help if I could spell today. And he uploaded documents, his would come down here at the bottom also. So if he named his Brown Calamity Day assignment, it would chunk all of his together, all of mine together in alphabetical order. But how that looks is entirely up to you. But that's just one example. In which case, say I wanted to keep Mr. Brown here, I could bold his name, I could make it a different color, make his name a little bit bigger, and there, oops, there he is. I wanted to change the text. That's what happens when you do this at midnight, right? So we're gonna, there we go. So now he's all done. In which case, say you wanted to do something a little different and you wanted to give them a video to watch, plus an assignment down here at the bottom. So if you wanted to do that, you can highlight the link or the word that you want the kids to click on to access the website. And then you come up here to this little thing that almost looks like a chain, and you click on it, and it'll ask you to provide the website. In which case, if you're using something actually from the internet that you yourself didn't make, you want to click on web address, and then you're basically just going to copy it right down here. So I chose a YouTube video that I like. You guys already know I like Taylor here, so I'm going to use him as an example. So I copied his address, and I'm going to paste it right here, and then I'm going to click OK. And then it'll underline itself, and the kids can click on it, and the video will appear. In which case, this is the text that'll pop up when the kids see it. And then I can, when I'm all done, and I think I've got my assignment the way I want it, I can click Save. But I know some of you are also going to be using Google Docs. So in which case, if that's something that you want to do, you're going to want to make a form. So you're going to go to your Google Drive. And if you go to Create, you've got a couple options: folder, document, presentation, spreadsheet, and form. We're going to click on Form. And these are all the themes that you can choose from. I'm going to go with Classic, I guess. And since this is going to be for my Day 2 assignment, I'm going to call it Calamity Day 2. And I want the kids to sign in with their username, their Google username, so that way I can take attendance. So I'm going to click that. And just like with Google Sites, you have the edit pen, in which case you're going to create a question. And usually I go with the kids' names first. And this is the question type. Obviously their last name can't be a multiple choice, so if you click down, these are all your different options. You can do a grid if it's a math question, or a scale. Scale is something like 1 to 10. The kids can choose from a list, multiple choice, write a paragraph, or even a simple sentence, in which case, you know, it's just their name. And I'm going to click required question because I absolutely for sure want them to give me their name. And then I'm going to make the other one their first name. And again, I'm going to make it required. And then you can just keep adding item after item, as many as you want. You can do multiple choice, for example. Let's do a multiple choice question. Sorry, mine are going to be super, super simple. What color is the sky today? All right, and let's just say for absolutely positive it's blue. I know on some days it could be blue, pink, orange, aqua, whatever. But just to keep life really simple, let's just stick with something simple. It's midnight, so my brain isn't thinking too clearly. So we can go with something like polka dot and striped. In which case you can go on and on and on and on and on forever if you want. In the event that you have an option that you don't want, you just click X and then require them to take this question. If you wanted them to do like a short answer question, something like what is the capital of Columbus, and you want them to actually type it in, keep it as a text. You can even type in a hint if you want. make it required, and then click done. Now I should warn you, if you do text, their answer that they're going to have to type in has to be exactly like yours, capitalization and everything. So if you don't think the kids can do that, you might want to make it a multiple choice question, or simply when Google Docs asks about grading this question, you just tell Google to skip it and you can look at it yourself if that's the case. And then we're done. So say that's all I want to do. In which case I have some options down here. I can say publish and show a link to the results of this form, allow responders to edit the response, in which case I have no problem for them seeing their results, but I don't necessarily let them edit their response because sometimes they have a tendency to cheat, believe it or not. In which case, when you're all done with it, you click send form, and it gives you a link. In which case, if you click on it, it gives you instructions to hit Control-C to copy it, and then I just click done. And then I'd go back up here to my website, and here for Calamity Day number 2, I wanted them to watch this video and then complete the questions that I wanted Google to grade. So I'm going to make it a link by highlighting it and then clicking the little link thing up here. And again, I want it to be an address. So I click on web address and then paste. And I'm going to click OK. And that way the kids can click on it and it'll take them directly to that website. For my last Calamity Day, again, I want them to look below and download the document and then read and follow the directions. So again, I go to add file, and I have mine saved as Calamity Day assignment number 3. Open, and it'll upload it. Notice Mr. Brown left. It's because I didn't save my changes. So, oh, there it is. In which case, Google decided not to take it away yet. So there's my assignments. The kids can click on them and type right on them, edit them, and then email them to you at your Google Doc account if you so chose. Or if you'd prefer, they print it out and hand it to you, however you want them to do that. And then when you're all done, and you've got your documents uploaded, you've got your links included, and you like the way it looks, click save. And that's it. That's all you've got to do. Pretty simple for the most part, right? In the event that you want to delete anything or move the order, you can certainly move the documents around. Remove them if you so chose to, but those are the simple basics of it. So certainly if you have any questions about how to do this again, certainly don't be afraid to ask any one of us. Thanks, and I hope this was kind of helpful.